Oh yeah, that feels like a pretty good gill. But I'll tell you, you get these fish going in the weeds like this, and it is so fun because this is where they live, shallow water. When you learn to fish shallow water, I'll tell you what, you find out a lot of fish like this live right there, and it doesn't matter what species it is. Hey, I'm gonna throw this guy in the live well, and then I wanna tell you a little bit about one of the most important tools I use when I'm fishing shallow water. Out on the back of my boat, there's a Minn Kota Talon. And when I'm in these shallow water situations, I'll tell you what, I don't think there's anything that I have that helps me catch more fish than that thing. And I'll tell you why. What this thing does for me is it allows me to sneak along fishing shallow water spots and not have to go up and down with an anchor. I don't got to drag mud or weeds back into my boat. And more importantly, I can put this thing up and down so quickly that I'm just fishing very efficiently. And I'm not stirring up an area with an anchor or an anchor rope that I may want to be fishing in. Here's the other thing about this thing. When they first came out, they were hanging on the back of bass boats everywhere. But now that I've got this thing on the back of my boat, let me tell you something. I firmly believe that every multi-species angler needs one of these things. And let me tell you why. I love my walleye fishing. And I fish a lot of water that's 12 feet or shallower. And I've got this 12-foot thing on the back that takes care of everything I need. This Talon makes it so that no matter what the water condition, I can just push a button, push that down button twice, and down it goes, and I'm fishing. The other thing about it is it's great for this pan fishing like I'm doing here. It's great for pike fishing. There's a whole bunch of different things that I do day in, day out that I find myself in less than 12 feet of water. And it's totally changed how I fish because I'm a lot more efficient. It's available in 4 different sizes. You can get this thing in a 6 or an 8-foot version. You can also get it in a 10 or a 12. Now, like I said, that's the big 12-foot version on the back of my boat. And the thing's just great because it's got all these different modes in it. The 10 and the 12-foot version have a soft bottom mode, they have a rough water mode, and an auto mode. So what I can do, like here, I'm fishing a really soft bottom. I put it into soft bottom mode, and it really makes that thing stick and hold the boat. If I'm in rough water, I can make that adjustment, and it holds it as well. Now, the 6 and the 8 come with an auto and a rough water mode. These things all come with 2 remotes. That's the other thing that's really cool. This remote right here, I just carry this around the boat with me. It can be around my neck, I can throw it on the floor, do whatever I want with it. But every time I move that boat a little bit, whether it's with the big motor or with my Minn Kota bow mount, I'm able to just push that button when I want to stop it. And then I've also got one right on my dashboard. And that allows me when I'm driving into a spot and I say, oh geez, that's right where I want to be, instead of sneaking in, I can just push that button right there. There's also an availability of an optional tilt bracket. So if you're worried about getting it in your garage because of having that thing sticking up, don't worry about it. You can put that tilt bracket on there and it'll tip right down for you, so you don't got to worry about that. No matter what the species you chase, I don't care if you're a walleye guy, a bluegill guy, or a bass guy, or a pike guy, I'll tell you what, this thing goes up and down more times day in and day out on my boat than I ever would have imagined. Put a Minn Kota Talon on the back of your boat, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to start fishing more efficiently, and you're going to have a much more enjoyable day on the water.